Don't put yourself in compromising situations or places. You're only asking for trouble. That's the theme of today's Coffee with Alain, sponsored by the website Enjoy Life Safely. And I appreciate you joining me today as we talk about compromising situations and places. I'm here with my Penn Dad cup this morning because my daughter flew in from Penn last night. She finished her first year of college there in Philadelphia. She's getting a dual major from the School of Business, Wharton School of Business, and Penn's College of Arts and Sciences. So international studies and business degrees from Ivy League school. Very proud of her. And she's only going to be with us for a month because June she's headed off to South Korea to do a summer program at Yonsei University there in Seoul. And then she'll be back before we take her back to Philadelphia to start her second year of college. So definitely very proud of her. Good morning, Kellen. Thank you for saying hi. Hope you're doing well this morning. So compromising situations and places. We've probably all done it. I remember times when I was younger where I did some pretty stupid things, did some really stupid things that lucky that got out alive, went to places probably shouldn't have, did things alone that I probably shouldn't have. And if we can avoid doing some of these dumb things, we can keep ourselves more safe, and then we can go on to enjoy life. Because sadly, not everybody is as fortunate or lucky as I was when I was younger doing some stupid things. And people do lose their lives, get robbed, raped, killed all the time because they put themselves in a compromising situation or place. You know, the classic example is the girl getting too drunk at a frat house without her friends. I'm not victim blaming. Yes, a person has the right to go have fun and do what they want. But studying human nature and crime and violence back through the centuries, I know that if you get a bunch of drunk young males and then you have a drunk female in the midst of them, bad things often happen. When I'm talking to college age people, I tell them, don't drink too much, especially when you're alone, and put yourself in a compromising situation because something bad can happen. We need to have a friend looking out for us. We don't go to places and invite trouble. And yes, I've been told you're victim blaming. They don't invite trouble. A woman should have the right to walk around wearing nothing or almost nothing, any place she wants, and be left alone. And I agree. She should have that right. But I deal in reality. And the reality is you take a young, attractive girl, put her with very skimpy clothing in the midst of a bunch of drunk young men, bad things tend to happen. Is it right? No, it is terribly wrong. And the guys that do that should be punished. But that doesn't help the girl with bad things happen to her. Punishing the guys doesn't reverse the effect of what happened to her. So if you can keep yourself from being in that situation, that's the best way to keep yourself safe. It also works for our social media and different things like that. It's not always physical safety that we have to worry about, but we put ourselves in a compromising situation. We can then be blackmailed or outed on social media, which can kill careers. So we just need to be smart about the things that we're doing and the places that we're going. And we can avoid so much trouble. And avoidance is number one to keeping ourselves safe so we can go on and enjoy life. Dixon says, practicality trumps freedom. It does, Dixon. I mean, again, I've been blamed and been called a victim blamer because I tell people not to do certain things. I've actually been told that I should not teach women how to rip the eyeballs out of a rapist because I should be spending my time teaching men not to rape. As a student of history and studying this stuff, as far back as we can go, men have been doing terrible things to ladies. It's just a fact. I don't see them stopping in the near future. So, the men that I'm talking to are probably not rapists. Rapists are probably not going to listen to me when I tell them it's wrong. And therefore, I'm going to teach women how to rip that eyeball, gouge that eyeball out. And I'm also going to teach them to try to do things to prevent it in the first place by not being in compromising places or situations. Because we do know the most predominant rape out there is date rape, and it's somebody that a person knows. It's not the stranger. And that's why ladies have to put themselves in the position where they have the power and not in a compromising position or situation, which often involves being too much to drink and in a place where there's no way out and no friends around, and not setting boundaries and not knowing how to set those boundaries and stick with them. Okay, and there's more to it than that, but that's what I wanted to cover this morning. So we need to avoid the compromising situations, places, stay out of trouble, and that can go a long, long, long ways to keeping us safe. I'm going to get off here because I have things that I need to help my daughter with, to get her situated for, heading to Yonsei University here in a month. So we're going to go do some of those things at the bank and so forth today. I hope you have a fantastic Thursday, and be here tomorrow. Going to have a special guest, Jason Brick, talking about the new book, Safest Family on the Block. Going to provide a few different safety tips and suggestions for you. So I think it's going to be a great episode tomorrow with Jason. So don't miss it. If you can't be here live to ask Jason questions, be sure to catch the replay. But if you can be here live, Jason will be available to ask questions, and we're going to have a good time tomorrow. And until then, take care, stay safe. Oh, before I leave, just got a comment by Steve. Good one, Alan. ATMs and gas stations are a no-no at night. Exactly. Why go to an ATM at night when it's more dangerous and put yourself in that compromising situation? We're going to go to an ATM that's safe in the daylight, preferably in public where there's people around, cameras. If you have to go to an ATM, do it safely. Exactly. Great example. Thank you, Stephen, for jumping in and saying that. And now I am going to say goodbye. See you tomorrow with Jason.